Welcome back to the courtroom, where second chances clash with hard lessons. Today, we're watching Judge West face off against a defendant who's just violated one of the most important rules of his release, removing his GPS monitor. What starts as a simple check-in quickly turns into a fiery exchange about responsibility, money, and trust. But the real twist? The judge gives him one last shot, and what happens next might surprise you. Let's dive into this tense hearing and see how it all unfolds.
It's for John.
That's what I'm deciding.
It's what?
For John, seriously.
The people I had got the GPS tracking from, I wasn't paying on it. I missed.
You gotta have it, or you go to jail.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have it,
No.
you aren't going to jail.
But they said I could get it put back on. And I could.
I'm not waiting on you to do that.
Well, no, so you don't gotta wait. I mean, I could.
No. You're supposed to have a GPS device
Yes, sir.
at the most soon time possible.
Yes, sir.
When did they tell you they could go and get it?
I believe it was Monday.
Oh yeah, you should have had it Monday.
But they had.
Look, I don't make a deal with you. You're going to have to follow the directions.
Yes, sir.
Right now, because of your situation being a transient, sorry, we got to know where you are all the time.
Yes, sir.
There's 7 billion people on the planet. We're not going to go find you when you don't show up.
Yes, sir. But it's like
I ordered a GPS device. You don't have it. You sit over in the bad spot. Sorry.
They got called me and said that
You should have paid them. So
not.
that's your problem with them. You got to deal with them, not me. I'm not making deals with you. I'm giving the orders.
I understand, but I'm waiting for my dad.
If you understand, then you know how it works. Sit in jail until you get a GPS device. I'm not going to let you venture out. You're going to speak over me, Mr. Rude? She's got to take everything down, the court reporter, when we're both speaking over each other. She can't take it down, and then we all get in trouble who are speaking over each other. Don't do that. When I speak, stop, and you get a fair opportunity to speak. I ordered a GPS device. You don't have it, you're violating an order of the court. You can be held in contempt of court, and I'll revoke your bond, and you will have to sit this out until you can obey the court orders. But everybody has to follow.
I can't put it back on.
Yeah, you should have never taken it off in the first place.
Well, they had Canyon ticket.
That's your mistake, not theirs.
How is that my mistake?
You didn't pay them.
They called me and told me to come take it off.
You didn't pay them, right?
Yeah, but I'm waiting.
Sorry, that's the problem. You've got to figure it out, like we all do when we have financial issues.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I ordered a GPS device.
Yes, sir.
Now, they can come and get one brought in here in jail, but until you get it on you, I'm not going to release you because I ordered this for a good reason, sir.
I understand.
I mean, these.
Doing a plea environment on the trial documents.
Just on board, I can't afford it. I got a court appointed attorney.
I know, but the grand jury indicted you for a felony offense of theft, and it states that you were burglarizing.
And there it is. The real reason this hearing feels so intense. The defendant isn't just late on payments. He's facing a felony theft charge, accused of burglarizing vehicles at 3:49 in the morning. That's why the judge is emphasizing accountability, because someone caught breaking into cars at that hour can't exactly claim bad luck. Still, you can feel the frustration on both sides. One man pleading for a break, and a judge who's heard it all before. Be honest. Do you think this defendant deserves another chance? Or has he already burned through his goodwill?
Automobiles in Port Neches at 3:49 in the morning when they caught you. Whose fault might that be? I don't say anything. I don't want you to say anything. I'm just asking you rhetorically. So don't make us feel bad that you can't get a. But you can see when you're out and about at 3:40 in the morning, allegedly burglarizing and vehicles in Port Neches, and you are a transient, then we've got to have a way of making sure we know where you are. And when you don't pay, you lose some of these freedoms.
I can't pay this.
He has failed to keep his court-ordered GPS monitor on. He does not check in every week. Yeah. All right. Your bond is revoked. You were taken into custody. Do you need a copy of this? It shows the reasons that they just didn't do him for failing to pay. He didn't check in regularly as well. Here, make a copy for Langston, please.
Well, thank you.
Until he can get the GPS and all the rules, he's in custody. What are we gonna do?
I think I'm going to take these.
See if you can do it.
Okay. Let me see if I can do it right.
Thank you.
I'll email it over.
Brian West, you need to see her first, right?
My job is.
You got it? Okay. 25 CR 1157 is called. You were Brian Cannon West, here with your attorney, Mr. Adams, and the state's attorney, Dust. The defendant waive a formal reading of the indictment and arraignment. Can we proceed in summary?
Yes, sir.
In summary, this states that on or about July 28, 2025 in Jafford County, Texas, you committed a state jail felony of theft of a firearm. Do you understand what you're charged with here, sir?
Yes,
If convicted, you face confinement in the state jail for any term of not less than 180 days, up to 2 years in the state jail, and a fine up to $10,000 can be assessed. Do you understand the punishment range here? The agreement's been reached where you will be pleading guilty, but not found guilty, placed on deferred or unadjudicated probation for up to 5 years. You're going to be given a second chance to fix all of this. Can you do that?
Yes.
Good.
On my head.
That sounds like.
Restitution is to be paid back in the amount of $500 to the complainant listed in this indictment. When can you get that paid back?
I say by the end of this month,
I'm gonna give you 2 months, 60 days, okay? Can you do it? All right. If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal, do you understand? How do you plead to this, sir, guilty or not guilty?
guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily? That is. I don't know what are on here. Here, this pad is stuck. We're gonna get something in this newspaper.
Kind of open up sounds good.
That was weird.
New back, so.
How do you plead to this, sir? Guilty or not guilty? I'm sorry.
So
How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty to this charge?
guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily and because you are guilty? I show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign that document voluntarily? Understand it? Discuss it with your, or the contents all proven correct? State's Exhibit 1 tendered into evidence without objection. This states you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea. It's really involuntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictment's been read to you. You are guilty of the crime charged and any lesser included offenses. You are giving up your rights to a jury trial and the rights to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses. You were totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All of this is true, so help you God. State's Exhibit 1 is made a part of the record for all purposes. To be sentenced, report is waived.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to follow this agreement and define, sir, you are pleading guilty voluntarily. You are mentally competent to do so. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty. There's sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea from State's Exhibit 1 admitted here to find you guilty of this felony offense, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to defer any finding of guilt right now. Place you on deferred or unadjudicated probation, give you a second chance. Make the most of it.
Yes,
There will be terms and conditions of probation, which are normal and customary for this type of offense. Follow it. If you fail, your probation can be revoked. You can then be found guilty of this.
In the end, Judge West decides on mercy, placing the defendant on deferred probation instead of sending him straight to jail. That means no conviction yet. But he must follow every condition for up to 5 years, pay $500 in restitution, and prove he can stay clean and compliant. It's a second chance, but a fragile one. One wrong move and it's gone. What do you think? Was this fair justice or too forgiving? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns and real legal insights right here on the channel.